numbers, big numbers, 100-minute.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the New York Giants. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Ready.
First carry for Spencer Ware. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road, you're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Let's get that ball. Kill. Turn up. Kill. 30.
that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Loss of 1 brings up third down and 11.
19.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And this is caught by Watkins. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
They're going to line up to go for this on fourth down. Rodgers stays on the field. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 13 yards, good for a giant first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. First and 15. Rodgers again now. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. It's caught by Jackson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20.
80 weapons. Watch the safety creep. Shoot. Hey.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves them with third and just a couple.
That's a gain of 8.
Rodgers looking to throw on third and 2. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Deshaun Jackson scoring a touchdown against his former mates as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Let's go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the 22, here's second and 8.
You better be afraid. Hey, echo. Hey, one set.
Here's 2nd and 8. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, Charlie. Double.
They'll look to throw. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Go.
Pilot, 64, weak. Speed trip.
On 2nd down, it's Ware. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Ready? 54, right there. Fair. Let's go. Jump. Snap.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And James has it. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 26. Now, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. That continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw. X3. 218, chop. Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 21-yard line.
Down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
You ain't doing nothing with that. You ain't doing nothing with that. General West. Get it.
They run it here. Ware. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
And it's 3rd down.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh. Big dash. Blue draw Corker. Yeah. 5.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And they'll get him down right around the 16. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
The kick by Tavecchio is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. A game there of 30 big ones. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Here's Davis running right, and an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 28-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. He'll hit Jackson complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers eluding the pressure right. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And that is going to be incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Here we go, here we go. 8, read. Line 54. I'm coming for you. You know. Hey, Sue.
Mike 5-4. 3 bucks.
2nd and 6. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
54's much. 54's much. Hey, foxtrot.
It's out time, guys. It's out time. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Hey, Hayward.
Hey, watch that.
They'll throw now on the final play. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Davis. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
319.
I got it. Man left. 3 down.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Deshaun Jackson. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? And, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air, because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
I just grab a nugget when I can.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Oh, always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Mike's by four. Here it comes. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Out of the gun now on third down. It's caught. Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give the Redskins 13 there on a first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Come on, set. Rock it. 30 base.
Running on first down with Ware. And he'll only get a yard, maybe two, up to the 46. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's
Hey, Delta. Check Mike 50.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Slayton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Now the Redskin offense will stay out there and go for 2.
keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
They'll try and throw for it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
We need 26.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. Montgomery a first down and then some. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the ground, it's Montgomery. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
6-6. Pull it high.
2 yards on the pickup. Second and 8 at the Redskins' 32-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. He's got it to Williams. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Let's go.
It's a gain of 27 yards. That's enough. Giants first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Ty Montgomery. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense.
Alpha.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Double dog. Double dog. That's the way.
Get it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. He'll run it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Hey, watch that. Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 50.
They'll drop the throw. Catch made by Slayton. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
52 to Mike. I'm here all day. Check 24. Check 24. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Come on, baby.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Under 10.
On second down, Montgomery. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
This pass finds its way to Williams. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. Rodgers now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Mike 52. Mike 52.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Charles Clay, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with